How's it going, everyone? This is episode 2 of the cheapest 9.5 in the US, or the Project 9.5. Today we're going to be hopefully getting it running. If you guys missed the first video in this series, very annoying loud birds up there, make sure to check it out. I'll link it up here in the top corner. But pretty much I bought this Saab from a subscriber in Northern California for free, and I paid about $1,000 to have it shipped out here to Phoenix, Arizona, and it is worse for the wear. It currently does not run, it doesn't start, put the key in the ignition, won't even get any lights or anything. So I think the first step is going to be to try and jump start it today. We might replace the CPS as well and kind of just troubleshoot from there and see what's going on. But outside of it not running, you can see it needs some attention. I mean, that's just mostly parts sitting in there, but it is very, very dirty in here. As you can see, it's just gonna need a lot of love. But the seats are in pretty nice condition. This is an Arbor Green car, one of 60 9.5s made in Arbor Green. So pretty rare color, I should say extremely rare color, probably one of the most rare colors on the 9.5. But yeah, with that being said, if you guys want more details on everything about that, again, make sure to watch the first episode. But let's see if we can get this thing running. Fingers crossed. Before we even try and start it, there's like a couple of things that absolutely need to be done because the car's not going to run if these aren't fixed. First off, we have this crankcase breather hose that is just disconnected. Honestly, we could probably make it work, but I do have a new one that the previous owner very generously sent me, so we're going to replace that. This charge pipe is also just completely off, so we're going to replace that, and there you can kind of get a glimpse into how bad some of these oil leaks are. I haven't even begun to really diagnose these, but I know that it's definitely leaking out of the valve cover. I have very little experience working on 9.5s, but I know that this hose is shaped like this and goes roughly right here, so I think I can figure this out as a good first repair.
Got the pinch, man.
Hope so. So I kind of ended up not filming all of this, but this was a pain in the ass, to say the least. And this one clip kind of partially broke right there, and we could only get one of them on. It's just a terrible design in my opinion. Even getting it in down there is just terrible design, I think. This is why NG93s are better. But anyways, I also reconnected this right here. Lucas noticed this one was loose, so I tightened that back down, and now we have this. So what is this in relation to this one?
So yeah, this is the newer oil filler when it comes with the update kit for the PCV box. And like you can see on the back of here, there's a nipple, and the new updated kit's gonna come without that. So we're gonna go ahead and put that on and see if this thing fires up.
Yeah, I noticed the battery terminals were loose too, so you know, having my water on the battery is a great idea. But I tightened those down, and then maybe we'll just try and jump it before we throw a new CPS in, but I don't know, we'll see.
Ah, yes.
Wow.
Update. Today's episode is sponsored by McDonald's.
Today's sponsored by the Golden Arches.
Good to go. Should fire right up.
Yeah, let's hook up my jump starter here, and we'll see if we even get some sort of power. So this battery is only 2 years old, but we got absolutely nothing from it. The car's been sitting for a while, so we're gonna swap the battery out of his hatch very generously to see if that will at least give us something. And the bolt that's supposed to hold this down is also missing, so yeah, battery's just kind of hanging out in there. The fuse box cover is also gone. That's probably just a cheap junkyard part. Just a lot of little things. All right, we got something. Got a little spark. Got a little spark. That's good. Okay, we got lights. 145K on this. I completely forgot to mention that in the first video. Okay.
No way.
Oh, it did start up and then it died.
No way.
Okay.
Hold on, let me hold that vacuum line on because that's completely disconnected.
Okay.
So
that other vacuum line that's broke, he's gonna hold that back on, but I don't think that's gonna fix our issue, but it's all right. Here we go. Yeah, it's not wanting to go.
The twice is missing?
So I'm trying to scan it with the Tech 2 here and it says twice missing. So maybe that's why it's not firing up. Because everything else it has communication with, has T7, ESP, DICE, ACC, everything else it has connection to, but twice it doesn't. The T7 code that came up, there are barely any codes that actually came up for all the modules, but like I said, the twice is missing, but all the other modules are there. But the T7 code that came up is P1460. We dealt with this exact same code on Lucas's hatch, or not his hatch, excuse me, his convertible project car that we've been working on when we put the new instrument cluster in. So this car doesn't have a new instrument cluster. I'm sure the owner would have told me about that if it did. But I'm thinking this is obviously related to the twice, but I'm thinking that also it's what's preventing the car from starting, because it's doing exactly what his convertible did, which is behind the FJ over there. But it cranks like you guys saw, and it fired up for a second and then died. So this is exactly what was happening with that convertible. So to access the twice, we got to remove the front seat. The reason I have my, might just go get a mask out of my car. It smells absolutely putrid in here. I mean, I just pulled a bunch of stuff out. I pulled the tires out because for some reason I can't get the trunk open. I was gonna put them back there. And this is just so gross in here. There was this bag. I don't wanna open that bag, but it was very wet and gross and smelled very, very bad. And this is that's mold. Yeah, that is not good. But of course the twice module is located under the seat. So don't really have a choice, but I'm gonna have to stick my face in there and deal with that. My plan was, once this is running, to do a full video cleaning this out because it's just so disgusting. This is horrible. Thankfully the seat itself isn't too bad, so I can kind of like sit on the seat. But God,
it's not what you want your Saab looking like, guys.
not what you want your Saab looking like.
I thought that was something else down there at first, but look, it's just a mask.
What you think it was, a condom or some shit? Thankfully the front is not as bad. It's still horrible, but
We had the trash man just kind of dump out a whole can in the car there.
it looks like.
Just a big Saab day today.
So it has been a couple of hours. We made a run. We got a new twice. Well, not a new, but a used twice with a matching key. We swapped the guts out of the key that came with this twice into the key that came with the car. So we have, this will still work in the cylinder or the ignition cylinder, but we have the guts that is married or works with this. So now what we got to do is just swap out the twice itself and then marry it to the car, and hopefully we'll be all good to go. I should also mention we got one of these car odor eliminator bomb things. Basically just gonna let this sit in the car for a while because that smell, honestly, even with this, I'm not confident will go anywhere. And the old twice is out for the sake of my own personal safety. I didn't really film any of that, just getting in here, doing it quick and getting out. So I'm gonna hook up the new one now, and then we'll do some Tech 2 magic and hopefully get this thing running. But it's just, you pull back the carpet here, there's this huge connector, and there's 3 little plastic nuts, and it sits right in that space right down below this thing. So new twice is in. I am sitting outside the car to do this because there's no seat and because it smells absolutely terrible. But we just have to pretty much marry the new twice, since the guts of the key are already swapped. So the guts of the key match the new twice, and hopefully it'll start up. Little would you know, that 4th time doing it, I swapped the guts of the key. I'm not sure I mentioned that, so you might have accidentally swapped them around, but after clearing all the codes like you're supposed to, it started up, and it's got no lights on the dash. Now maybe that's because I cleared all the codes. Maybe they'll slowly come back, but it's running. It doesn't sound perfect, but it sure as shit doesn't sound terrible. So I guess that's gonna wrap up this video, guys. The car is running. I'm gonna shut it off and start it again just to make sure nothing funky's going on. I'll do that on video here because I don't want to just like end this video and then get like absolutely screwed by the car and it just like decides to not start. But assuming this starts again here, in the next video we will doing the wonderful task of spending a very, very long time detailing this thing and cleaning it up. All right, so yeah, it started right back up. So I'm just gonna let it idle here. That's a good ass sign. I'm so excited, guys. I was about ready to give up. We've been at this literally all day. So big shout out to Lucas for the help as well. Make sure you're following him on Instagram. He's putting some new brakes on his hatch right now. But yeah, good stuff. So that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see another video here very soon on this car, and I'll see you all next time.